Hey guys, Brady here, and today I'll be talking about another shitty musical that's coming out, the SpongeBob SquarePants musical, and why that is just 50 Shades of Wrong. Um, I don't like the fact that they're turning my childhood. This TV show is literally my entire childhood, from kindergarten up to like maybe ninth grade, 8th grade, and they decided to turn a they decided to turn into a musical. Yeah, I know there's some musical numbers in the show, but not enough to turn into a fucking musical event. Why must these Broadway producers or whoever producers always constantly need to put their filthy fingers all over my childhood? They did it with Toy Story, they did it with Shrek, and they did it with Spider-Man. They're doing it with Kong right now, and now they're doing it to SpongeBob. Not to mention, there was a Jaws musical. I don't care how many times I bring that up in these videos. There was a Jaws musical. Stop making musicals out of nothing. Make something original. Do not just take whatever was popular 10 years ago and make it into a fucking musical. It is retarded. Absolutely fucking retarded. And then, yeah, there's musicals that don't even need to exist, like the Elf. Oh, Elf is another musical that pisses me off. But Rocky, why is there a Rocky musical that doesn't? That movie never screams musical. It just screams, yeah, sports and all that shit. It doesn't scream musical. Or Young Frankenstein the musical, or there doesn't need to be a musical for every movie that exists. Just because it's a movie doesn't mean it needs to be a fucking musical. You ruined Elf. Okay? You guys ruined Elf. Elf is my favorite, probably is my favorite Christmas movie, not counting Die Hard. Actually, no. Counting Die Hard, it's my favorite Christmas movie. But stop making musicals out of movies that aren't musicals to begin with. I understand that La La Land's a musical. If you want to make a Broadway production of La La Land, I'll be happy for you to do it. Go right ahead and make a Broadway production of La La Land, but do not make a Broadway production of Halloween, or A Nightmare on Elm Street, or Friday the 13th. Or am I just naming slasher films? Okay, Kingsman: The Secret Service. Do not make a musical out of Kingsman: The Secret Service, or Despicable Me, or The Minions, or 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Full Metal Jacket. Musicals do not. There doesn't need to be a musical for every movie that exists. Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. There doesn't need to be a Chronicle musical. There doesn't need to be an In Time musical. There doesn't need to be a Star Wars musical. There doesn't need to be a Scream musical. There doesn't need to be a any Clint Eastwood movie musical or Dirty Harry musical. Doesn't need to be an X-Men musical. There doesn't need to be an Avengers musical. Stop making musicals.